EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go play action with Eason. He'll have a first down past the 40. That's caught by Hollister. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. 5-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Terrell Edmonds.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Jacob Eason. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can he give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down and 4, Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
It's third down. And 4 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
17 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Pittsburgh.
McFarland running out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. So really a nice drive there for the first points of the game.
And how about the fact that it was a run by the wide receiver that got him into the end zone, Brandon? You know, these guys, we know they're not afraid to open up the playbook, and they showed it to us right there on the first drive.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Colts nothing.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm gonna pull out one for the safe boy till there's nothing left.
Off the bootleg. Eason. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines.
Complete to
Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
1st and 10.
First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down. Play action. It's Eason. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Steeler first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. That's caught by Kelly. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Hines. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Back at his own 49.
Eason on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Throw left side complete. It's Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and...
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On the delay, here's Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Eason sets to throw it. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
A turnover on down.
He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Complete to Kelly. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is taken at the 15. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Blankenship's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 21-yard line. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
no gain.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Good for a
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
First and 10, Eason. Flushed out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Eason off the play fake. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
4 more yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a give, right side. Hines. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 10. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Steelers.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Roethlisberger will throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun is Eason. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Let's go.
Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
The kick is
and he puts it through.
Makes the score Steelers 20, Colts 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 24 yards.
49-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. His throw incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll be